back, you filthy Valorant casuals, to the Collegiate Valorant League hosted by the Gamers EDU, hosted by me. I'm Queen McRib. I hope you guys have been hydrating and grabbing a snack in and posture check-in because this is the last match of the night. CSUN Red versus SDSU White. You can check out both of these teams' current standings in the league as well as every other team on our Twitch page. I mean, you're here already, right? Might as well check it out. It's all there as soon as you go to our home. And I'm super excited to announce your casters for the last match of the night. Funny Man Unmuted, what's up, you guys?
What is going on, everybody?
How's it going? Excited for a good match.
I am as well.
Me too.
I know, the biased one over here. CSUN Rojo. That's why she has the red in the back, guys. Obviously, there's no bias because the other team totally has red in their name as well. Totally. 100%. Just got to spell it out. But I'm excited for it. I'm going for CSUN Red. I think they're going to be solid. I mean, what you mentioned it earlier, or Pierce, it's going to be it's number 7th in the rankings against 12th, right?
Yeah, number 7 versus number 12. Yeah, CSUN Red currently sitting at 5-4, and SDSU White sitting at 2-7. Only 6 points on the board for them. So much better season so far for CSUN Red. They've been a little back and forth, but definitely have some talented players on the roster like Fidget, like Amuru. So they got a good bit of firepower, and I think on Haven, I think their play style will suit them a lot for this map. So it looks like we're getting started up here. So I guess we can go ahead and get on. We're gonna get in real quickly, get into caster predictions.
Joy, I am going to how do you say 13-5 in the side of CSUN? That's what I'm gonna choose is right now. I don't mean I think I'm gonna just keep choosing low numbers on purpose because I don't want blowouts when we cast as much anymore. So
You speak it into existence, I swear though.
Yo, that's the power, but at the same time it happens. We haven't said there's times, I think there's more times than not where we're like 13-9, 13-10, 13-7, 13-8, and all of a sudden it's like 13-1, and then we're just like, well, that's not even close. It wasn't even like it was like you're like can't even see it. It's off screen how big of a distance it was. So that's my choice. What about you, Pierce?
If only our predictions could sway things that much. I mean, I'm gonna go 13. I'll go 13-4. I'll go 1 lower. Oh my God, there's a Viper. Well, maybe I predicted the wrong team because I wanted to see a Viper and wanted to see it win. I'm like, oh my God, we got a Viper.
No, the Viper's on the right team. It's on Sun. That's V. We're watching V is in blue, so V, Mr. 136 milliseconds, is on CSUN side.
I thought V was on. Well, I better not say that.
Wait, no. Oh, never mind.
It's on the wrong side. Yeah, no, V's definitely on San Diego. Yeah. Nah, so it's gonna be on their side for defense. I mean, that's gonna be the good side for Viper. Is she's just gonna be able to lock down a site. I mean, they're sticking Viper over on C. V in these matches hasn't had the best performance, and I'm gonna be looking at him to step it up, especially on his Viper. As you see already the toxic wall going up, he's gonna throw out another toxin dart and see if he can try to slow the side of CSUN down. But they're gonna be able to make their way on and get the bomb down.
Airs though with that 2-piece. But before we continue with anything, we're missing one casting prediction, and I know everybody can guess who hasn't casted yet, and it's definitely not the one with the background in red.
I'm gonna go 13.
Revealing area.
13-6. Okay, 13-6. I mean, you can guess who I'm rooting for there.
Got them all lined up again. I think it's how we predicted the other day. We all predicted within about one of each other. So, hey, that way we've got it covered. So, we shouldn't lose, right?
Spaghetti! I just like saying that. But that was a great round on the side of CSUN. the boy Ayers, and I know we're getting told to watch Ayers because he's apparently ripping people, but he has a huge 3K for the round. Poe Fuse and Spaghetti able also to get one. And now they win the pistol round, and it's going on 1-0. So we see that play come out of Ayers more often. They're going to shut down Rigby. Rigby and I think Quasi are the ones that are going to more likely step up here. Galaxy, it's interesting, though, because usually is the Cypher, but they've traded out that and did the Viper. But I'm okay because I've been wanting a Viper for a long time. So I'm totally fine with casting this match without another Cypher or another Sentinel. I'm good with it.
Oh no, V gets caught in the back. That's going to be rough, because that's going to already create a man disadvantage, and that's going to give SDSU all the information they need to come over to A and back it up, but another one already drops. Oh my god, Ayers catching the volley. Galaxy's just dropping down out of nowhere. 5v1 looks like we get a flawless round right here.
That was huge for Ayers, man.
Yeah,
Gets the...
We got the worst timing in the world. And Rigby's just going to... Well, okay. See the Phoenix. I'm going to say Molly himself, but like, hold on a minute. It's Phoenix. Alright, it actually helps him.
Oh, Phoenix against Phoenix. Who will win? He gets the flashbang. Oh, feels bad. Ayers with another 3K. And the flawless. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that was a little rough again. Just if he was able to catch V in the back, and then that just opens it up. That's never how you want to die with your back to the enemy.
He's 6-0. I think the chat had a 5-head level prediction to keep paying attention to Ayers, because Ayers is absolutely frying right now.
Cover going out.
They were watching. They know their teams. Looks like we're just gonna get a standard. A line on the defense right now, and looks like CSUN's gonna wait back, kind of hold the bomb. They're droning out at lower A, so little do they know there's actually only one person sitting at A, and they're sitting all the way in the back, and they're not fully committing. So,
Yo, really quick.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference in the map right now? We got numbers on them. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did not see this the last time we casted. I'm a little bit excited for that.
It's a little new. Yeah, I watched when I was watching the previous match.
I did not pay attention to that. Definitely.
Yeah.
But solid. Sorry to interrupt. You can continue, brother.
Oh, no, you're good. Nah, we gotta feel something. It's just a little bit of a slow round right now. Side of North are just gonna be scouting out, but it looks like they're gonna make their way out of A and potentially look to go to B or C, which could be the 5-head play. Is the members of San Diego have decided to rotate off B, and well, there's one hanging on there, but the 3 of them are over at A, so they decide to hit C right now.
30 seconds left.
The bomb site could all be theirs. That's one thing a lot of the times we've seen is so key in this game. It's just playing those rotations. You know, because in this game, it's just so much more teamwork based. You have to rely on, you know, somebody else's utility to get the job done. Versus a game like CS where anybody
10
can
seconds
make
left.
So.
Spike planted.
Ooh, that's gonna be a feels bad for Fidget as he falls to the hands of Rigby. Quasi able to get 2 though. Spaghetti gets a 3K. Now it's just him and Lucid.
Oh
and Spaghetti.
Spaghetti had such low health, lines up the headshot.
Spaghetti said hello to my little friend and killed him. But I mean, for real though. Now they're both right now. Spaghetti 6-0, 6-1 from Ayers. Great plays. We need bottom 2, Fidget and Omaru, that I know we highlighted at the beginning, to start popping off. I know they will though. They usually like to bring it back. Can't start off slow, though. Just can't start off slow. But the side of San Diego, though, at the same time, they need to start working a little bit together and also have a little bit of life brought back to them, because at the moment, they're just letting CSUN right now take the lead 3-0. And as much as I'm not hoping for a blowout, it was already looking like it. And I'm not trying to speak it into existence, but I mean, this is how it all starts. This is how it all starts. The past several games we've casted, literally, we're like, I don't want a blowout. It's not going to be a blowout. 5-0. We're like, great, it's a blowout. Okay, let's just move on.
And look at them rushing through C. They don't even have the bomb with them.
remaining.
And Spaghetti and Omuru are just running through garage, and already as I'm talking, there's a flawless happening. The bomb wasn't even there. It was literally a 3v5 on that section of the map, and just Spaghetti and Omuru just did everything themselves.
That's just outstanding, man.
You know, we talk about like this game is a game more heavily weighted in teamwork, versus CS, right? I mean, CS still requires a lot of teamwork, but just with certain elements of each game, this one requires a lot more heavily on it. And when you can have 3 players, they had nobody on A. San Diego had not a single player that sat on A. They're all clustered towards B and C. And 3 members of CSUN are able to run through and wipe out the entire team on their own.
That's just the big thing of trades. I know, like, they're able to just collapse on people, keep each other alive, making sure they're team shooting or getting the shots out, baiting them out, making sure that they're getting out in the open as well, giving themselves the advantage. So CSUN's doing really good on that side. Right now, what we're watching, everybody, is it's going to look like a full commitment coming over towards A, or at least an A to B fake. We're going to get the full side of San Diego now starting to understand that they're starting to get the push onto A. Rotations coming in through B. Shots coming out. Lucid's a little bit hurt right now. It's still a 5v5. Now it is a 4v5. First one to go down is Fidget through a shock dart. B, Galaxy, Spaghetti, Pofuse. My gosh. So much has been going on.
Fury covered him so well right there. Hunter, if they end up winning this round, you got to give the MVP for this round just for that. Like the Hunter Fury play right there. Unfortunately, they're both low health, so this is going to be really hard for this Omen to win right here. I mean, he's going to get walled off. Smoke is coming out. Oh no, this is gonna be rough. Well, let's see how he plays. He plays a tight angle. Oh no, good kill by Quasi to win that, but. I mean, that was almost a faster wipe, but Spaghetti got covered by that Hunter's Fury and was able to spray 2, and honestly turned it into a 2v2. So huge play by Ramuru on that. Or that might have been an opposing team. Actually, no, with his 5-7, that was actually Quasi's Hunter Fury.
Yeah, really huge on Quasi. Like I said, and even just showing it, Quasi and Rigby are at the top of the leaderboards. That's what we usually see out of San Diego White, which is really good. They've been 2 consistent players for that team, and that's definitely what they need. When they get Galaxy popping off and then the other 2 at least doing some damage, we'll see the team take some rounds right now. But we need Galaxy to pop off, and then the one other player on that team to start stepping up, with another player just doing what he can. And we'll probably see something there. Wallbangs are trying to come through, but nothing happens. Omaru is able to get 2, 1 on Lucid, 1 on V. Now it is a 3v5. We got 2 ults on the side of CSUN. Right now it's a 2v4 now. They're able to get the kills. Air is able to trade it out, though. Galaxy gets shut down. Spaghetti gets Rigby, and there goes a round. 5-1. Already 6 rounds away from the half. That was a great round there.
Yeah, I mean, it all
So what
starts
can
with
a CSU do here, though, to break this momentum? Because, I mean, they had a good last round. So how do they keep that up?
They did. I mean, it's just gonna. I mean, I think it's gonna come down to the retakes. I mean, the one round they've got was just off a good retake, right? Even though CSUN was able to get the bomb onto A and set some smokes down, they were just able to basically pick CSUN off and then just flood onto the bomb. And they flooded onto the bomb site very quickly, right? They weren't scared. They got the first pick and they immediately went in. A lot of the times the teams you'll see on retakes are, some teams are afraid to either get on a bomb site or retake it, but that was good by San Diego. So, I mean, if they're going to lose bomb sites at the beginning, they just need to be able to find that opening pick and then take a quick retake.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I probably still stick by the same thing I just said. If we can get at Galaxy popping off, because right now the whole bottom 4 are 1 and 6. That's probably, well, Rigby, no, he's on top. Are like 1 and 6 across the board, and Rigby and Quasi are the only ones that really got kills on the board for them. So we need at least 2 players to step up to the plate for the side of San Diego and make something happen. And we might see that coming out of Galaxy. He's almost able to get 2, but gets shut down by Pofuse. And now it is 6-7. But yeah, I mean, the strategy first has to start with individual play because, like, as we can see, still, Quasi's the highest fragger right now. Rigby is 3 and 6. Lucid and Galaxy are 2 and 7. And V is 1 and 7. So we need to see Rigby step back up, and at least Lucid and Galaxy get some kills, and maybe Rigby able to pick off at least a player every other round.
Yeah, it's just gonna be how they're gonna do it together. Right, like I've been saying this match, and it's something I've been, noticing a lot more as I watch more Valorant and look at things. It's just team coordination means just so much in this game, just with how the characters work and the abilities, and that not everyone can do the same thing. So teams are gonna be coordinated, able to stick together and trade together, are gonna win. And look right there, Galaxy's getting cleared off the C bomb site, and nobody else there. It's going to be a man advantage for the side of CSUN. Now it's going to be about how can San Diego work against the deficit they have, right? I mean, there you go. They get the first pick. Now it's time to move.
Yeah, really huge on Quasi, though, getting the trade with the Odin. Now we're going to be seeing here Lucid able to take down Popfuse. Air's trying to take out Rigby. Fidget getting Lucid. Oh, my goodness. It is a 3v1 as we speak. V's able to get his first kill since the first round. Now it's a 2v1, but he's super hurt right now. If they only knew this information, they'd be able to get a bomb. Oh, they didn't even got to worry. The bomb's on them. But Airs.
Yeah, always a good post-plant position just to get that bomb down at the front of C. Then you can just back up to long. And then, I mean, there's two different sides to it. I mean, so you back all the way up. You can double swing at the same time, or one can kind of jiggle peek it to get info, and then you can both can swing it. So it's just it's a hard post-plant position to beat, especially if you are in a numbers deficit. So, good job on them just getting the bomb down. I mean, get an opening pick. Galaxy was alone, and there just wasn't much room for retake. I mean, Quasi was able to get a pick, but then Fidget and crew just kind of mowed them down as they entered the bomb site. Not much could be done.
Yeah,
we're already looking at a 7-1 deficit here, so I mean they're gonna need to get some rounds. I mean, I get that. So CT sided, this map is a little bit harder on the CT side. It definitely favors a little bit more of the offense, but just you still have to be able to take, for these teams, right? You still have to be able to take more than 1 to 2 rounds. I know some people feel like sometimes we're a little harsh or something like that on these teams, but it's like you've got to be able to get. No matter how bad the side is, I mean, it even goes back to CSGO. You've got to be able to win more than just 1 to 2 rounds on that side to,
Spike planted.
To get out of it, right? I mean, you've got to be able to get at least 4 or 5 rounds. I mean, sometimes there's teams that can work around and do, pretty well on the bad side of a map.
Really big hit, though, from Quasi. I just want to point that out, but no, I agree. It's like we when we casted that one game where it's like one team was only good on defense and the other team was only good on defense. So it was hit or miss, and you can't just leave it up to random happenstance. You can't sit there as a team and say, well, I'm only good on this, so I'll wait until that round comes, because you're pushing it too close to the wire. Right now, it's we got 9 rounds. It's 8-1. We're 3 rounds away from the half. This can simply end at 11-1, which you don't want to be. You don't want to come from only having 1 round all the way up towards 11 and try to push it into overtime. We've seen it happen, but it's such a grueling, it takes a grueling toll, not only on a player mentally, physically. It works a player down to its core, because you got to be so high in focus, and everything is crucial at that point. If San Diego is going to do anything right now, again, we just, as I say, and it kind of goes to show right now, because CSUN is doing this. They're not. We need to see more people step up from the side of San Diego. Quasi's doing great. Rigby's being a great support to him. Needs to be just a tad bit better, but the rest of the team really needs to step up. It can't be a 2v5 the entire time. Looks like it's going to start here, though.
Yeah, I mean, finding Ayers in the back is huge. Ayers has been such a key player. getting those entry kills for CSUN all game long. So now you see CSUN kind of making their push on A long. They're kind of waiting a little bit, but they're basically going to meet the entire team of San Diego right there. Yeti's able to get one. Rigby cannot get one from Heaven, so it looks like the pressure might be on here.
30 seconds left.
See how it goes right now. It is a 3v4. Just when you think they have the man advantage, it usually falls back into the hands of CSUN. Hopefully right now, San Diego's able to do something, as they do have one person tagged up for the side of CSUN, which is going to be really huge for them. And they need to make something happen, make something happen. Oh, we have Hunter's Fury coming out, able to take down Spaghetti, tag up the rest of the team, at least a little bit. Quasi is going off. He must be the one-man army for this team. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe they just need a 1v5. That's all they need. Put Quasi in it, he'll win.
Exactly.
So
Like,
you
we'll
can't
see how they can
1v5.
play the post-plant position. Yeah,
Joke's
the bomb's
over.
going down. They're gonna
You're
wait for
dead.
it. They're probably gonna let it get to half. No, it actually gets shot off there to half, and it's not able to get the spray. Such a hard spot, and yeah, it's rough. Playing that position down. It's a great position when you're up a man, but if you're down one, then it's real rough to play. But yeah, 8-2, and it's a good job by them. They're able to get the picks that round, and I mean, starting off with killing airs, the top fragger was the key in that play.
Yeah, most definitely.
Got a round back on the board, which is nice. So they're still able to get some
Right here.
guns, maybe hang on to their economy a little bit longer. Some of them are a little bit low on money, so I mean, after that round
Right
win, they're
here.
completely out of any sort of financial bonus. So this would be the perfect time for them to get a couple rounds on the board. If they can end at 8-4, then I feel a little bit more comfortable with San Diego.
Yeah, that'll be big for them. But as we start off, though, Air is able to get another first blood. I feel like he's been the one getting the first bloods consistently, pushing really hard on to the C site. Galaxy's going to be there trying to get somebody taken off, and he gets tagged. It's going to be really huge to see him able to get a kill, but Fidget's able to trade him out. Now it is a 5v3, and we see ourselves in a lot of these scenarios. What do you think that they need to change for that, Matt Pierce?
I mean, at the start of this round, right, they're just able to, I mean, Lucid kind of over-aggressively peeks out Garage, and he gets picked, right? So instantly Garage control is done, and there's one player left on C, and it's kind of hard to react. I mean, Garage is very closed off. I mean, you can only enter it from two ways. C bomb site, you can only enter it from either
Last
spawn.
round before the
So
half.
it's hard once you give up that section of the map to get any instant response or rotation that can be effective, like, right away. So I think that just Lucid needs to hang back there, and I mean, if you smell any sort of pressure, just back off and then call a rotate instantly. But I mean, Lucid's, I mean, they've kind of called them out now, because Lucid for several rounds has tried to, you know, aggressively peek out that door, and it just hasn't really worked. And it's, I mean, in the same spot again, but this time he's going to try to go towards A. Rigby's just all on his lone A long. I don't know what that's going to accomplish. Air just picks up Lucid, and then, yeah, there goes V, and now the bomb's wide
player
open. They're
standing.
going to ult out in heaven. Before everyone's going down before the bomb gets even planted.
Spike planted.
And Galaxy's going to get one, but that's not going to help the team, as we should be getting 10-2 right here. Yeah, taking from behind. Not that.
Fidget pulls out his throwing knives, knocks him down. It's
Switching
just,
sides.
man, that's just, you just can't have that. And I think that's been them this entire round, or just the entire match so far, is that they're letting CSUN just get that, right? They're pushing in, and they're wiping everybody. There's nobody there to trade. There's nobody there to do anything.
All alone. Every kill they get, the person's alone. Right, because Rigby's just walking, like, slow walking up A long, right in the middle of A long. Not even hugging a wall, not trying to hide behind a cover, just slow walking up A long. I mean, I don't know if they're assuming that they're going to go C that round or what. I mean, they're either known for, like, slow commits to C, or they just kind of aggressively hit out A. So I don't know if they're just not able to kind of read the strats right now, but I mean, he's alone, A long, Lucid pushes out Garage alone there. B's all alone in a tunnel, and then it's an instant 5v2. So there's almost like nothing lined up to stop them at any point.
It's just really sad at times, like what I'm seeing right now. It feels like, my goodness, it's a huge feel bad.
But also, what about Galaxy on Viper? Because I feel like, I mean, Galaxy's at the bottom of the chart for them. Not that it tells a whole story, but still. Like, what do you guys think about that pick?
Viper, we've been wanting it out. It's a great, I think, probably her utility is underrated a lot. I think that choosing her, unless they've been playing with her for a while, maybe they've only done it because last week I'm pretty sure we saw Galaxy on the Cypher or a Killjoy, either one, knowing being the Sentinel player. But it's a good thing. I think it's really great to see diversity. I think that maybe they should have planned a little bit more on how are we gonna make sure that he's up to par with this one, because he's really solid on Sentinels. I mean, last week, just watching the guy able to fry out with the Sentinel, and he's being high, like he's the top fragger above Quasi and Rigby. So, not sure.
Yeah, the Vipers was a pick I wanted to see kind of a bit for fun. I mean, still, when you look at like high tier competitive play, Vipers really isn't picked. And for me personally, it's just a fun pick, right? Just the way I've seen the whole used, and just they kind of can control what she can bring, but I just don't think it's on par with, you know, somebody like a Cypher right now, or even a Killjoy. I think for them, really, I would have probably, with their comp, probably would have dropped a Killjoy.
Match point.
Because they just bring, I mean, with their kits, they just bring, I mean, not only like a zone control, but a bit of intel. I mean, with Killjoy's alarm bots, the turrets in general, right? You can just leave up in an area and it'll let you know if they're there or not. You know, same with Cypher's traps or his camera. You know, they bring a lot of intel to the game, where Viper's just strictly control, right? You can't really tell with Viper where, you know, somebody's at.
Fidget starting off the round with an op kill. Huge for the teams. Ayers getting another kill. Omaru getting traded out by Rigby. It's a 4v3. Can San Diego make this close? But no. Galaxy tries to do something. Shut down by Ayers once again. Now it is going to be a 4v2. We find ourselves a lot of this the entire game. They need to figure out something when they go to the drawing board. But I think it's ending here. As much as we didn't want the blowout, I think in genuine honesty, it's ending here. Unless Rigby right now can wipe an entire 3-man by himself, 13-2 is what we're seeing ahead of us.
Yeah, he's all alone, trying to wrap around, but I mean, it's going to be hard to pick when CSUN, they're all sticking together as a team right now. I think they know where. I think, yeah, they see bomb, right? You can see Fidget's, you know, staring down the bomb site right now. So if, as soon as
30 seconds left.
Rigby peaks, Fidget should just delete him.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No.
It's gonna happen any second. Yeah, the one click, one kill adventure seals the deal for CSUN Red. They're gonna win it 13-2 and go 6-4 in the standings. SDSU White will fall to 2-8.
I think we need to figure out something with our caster predictions to do like a re-roll or something, like do a dice roller. I don't know, because literally
at the beginning of the match, I was kind of trolling when I said 13-1 before like the stream went live, but I would have looked a little bit better instead of 13-4 if I would have said 13-1. But anyways, our predictions are our predictions, and I mean, just look at Ayers, 24-7. Spaghetti, I think honestly with the lowest deaths I've ever seen out of a player in the league so far, with 3.
15-3, yeah. 14-7 and 12-7.
Yeah, just good performance, and it was just pure dominance. I mean, the rounds that, San Diego were able to take were just off of, they did have a couple moments of good retakes, and that's what they came off of, just getting the picks and then flooding onto the bomb site. But other than that, they just seemed, not too well coordinated. A lot of them were getting individually picked. I mean, sometimes CSUN didn't even play the rotates. I mean, some of the rounds they won were on the rotates, but a lot of the times they're just able to get picks and they instantly charge forward, pop the Phoenix ult, and flooded a bomb site. So just, CSUN Red. I mean, from both CSUN teams in this league, we've seen a good bit of coordination. So whatever they're doing in practice, VOD reviews, taking the time for solo queue is really working out for them, and it's working. So yeah, they're looking really good heading into this. We're on the final 3 weeks of the season, so it's even more clear now to see where the top teams are just versus the bottom team as far as just team coordination, and that's the biggest factor I'm looking at.
And what would you say SDSU needs to work on moving into, the 7th week? It's next week.
I think the biggest thing for me is they need to work better on getting trades. I know that I harp on that because a lot of competitive is that this game is a little bit different than what I used to compete in, but it doesn't eliminate the trades. So many times the players were alone. That's huge. If I'm running with like how they run into places with a squad of 3. They didn't just use the buddy system. They bring an extra best. They brought the third wheel in and they just wiped everybody. And that's the best thing to do when you're pushing into corridors or into bomb sites, feeling like if there's a huge enemy presence and when there's only one and there's only one everywhere else and they're not really stacked together, they were able to get those huge kills. And I think they just need to work more on how they play together as a team. They're playing strats well. They know how to rotate. We saw the rotations. We saw, setups like one C, one B, 2A, or flop that around over towards A, or we had one on B, 1A to mid at B. So we saw that. I just think that they're not playing together as in a sense of like, hey, I got your back, brother. You push through that door, you get drop, I'll drop the kid right after. So I think that's pretty much the biggest thing out of San Diego White. They got quality players, and just like how I said, Quasi, Rigby, and Galaxy were top 3 on those leaderboards before they were taken away from us. The other part is we need to see V or someone else step up. It just can't be those 3 all the time.
Yeah, I agree. It's all going to come down to that team coordination. So yeah, they need to just figure something out on how to play a bit more together, because that game, it just was individual picks after individual picks leading to just complete bomb site control, and it left San Diego in a position a lot of the time just to have to play retakes. And it would be like late retakes too. It wouldn't be right as the bomb was going down, because bomb goes down, the utility goes up to block them off, and then they're coming in seconds later where bomb's already been taken away and they need to get on it and defuse. So I just think there's a little bit of, I don't know, kind of recklessness. Rigby just walking down the middle of A long, and then 4 people just peek out of there and just kill him. Lucid telegraphing just every round, just kind of peeking out a garage and just getting domed, because garage is such a key portion. I mean, it helps you really to open up the C bomb site. Makes it better than just rushing, C long alone. At least you have some way to play through, and then you can cut off the enemy team's rotation coming back from their spawn. So they should need a little bit more work on the coordination and just kind of playing a little bit slower at the beginning of rounds. And because there's some teams that playing the aggressive defense works towards their style, some that don't. Some just do better sitting back. Some, like Chris, can be Phoenix on a scent, rush out, get 3 people on defense, and then see you later. So it's just figuring out what style works for them.
But before we go, I know this is very abrupt, but looking at the chat right now, I think everybody knows what I'm about to say. But we're going to tell you our focus for this week. We here at the Gamers EDU really care about your mental health. We really care about you guys, but we're focusing on tilting. Acknowledge it. Some of you guys are tilted on the fact that not only did we all predict CSUN to win, but the fact that CSUN won. All right. That's the reason. That's our job. But really, do notice it on tilting. Some people, and gamers are known for that, to really take it to the extreme. Notice the symptoms quick. If you guys want more information, it's all in our Discord. It tells you the symptoms of tilting, of the anger that comes through sometimes not having things go the way that you would like it to be. And that's not okay. It's okay to be mad. It's not okay to just lash out and take it out on everything else in the world. But it is okay to express those emotions, and we can all do it a little bit healthier. And I think everybody at some point needs a work in progress moment, because nobody is perfect, and we're all working on that together as a goal to reach for a better self as for everyone. But make sure to check that out. Again, really, here at the Gamers EDU, we care about you guys. Join the Discord. You hear me? Join the Discord. You know what tilts me is the fact that we get 100+ people most of the time watching this, and our Discord number still stays the same. That means 100+ people aren't joining the Discord to get the help to hang out. If you even don't want that, we still got a community, y'all. We have the community for you guys. So, on that note, McRib, I'm passing this off to you so we can end the night.
All right, guys. So we will see you on Wednesday. We have 2 more matches lined up for you guys. I've been your host, Queen McRib.
And
one of the duos muted.
And I'm the other duo. I am Tweedledee, or Dumb, whichever one, whoever chooses it. Funny Man. And you can always catch me on twitch.tv/funnymanlhg, which I will be streaming after this, hopefully soon. I just got to get all set up. Catch me then, guys. And we have been your casters, your hosts, and we'll catch you on Wednesday's game. Salute!
See ya.